Welcome everyone to Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have this home that's only been on the market for 10 days now, listed for $488,000. And what do you get for that? 2,156 square feet of living space. We have 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2-story, an amazing 3-car garage. And this home feels much bigger than it says on paper. We have a separate dining room, family room, living room, few different levels on that main floor there, which is super interesting. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna tour this home top to bottom, find out if it's the right home for you. Follow me. All right, everyone, here we are. Las Vegas, Nevada, just outside of Henderson, about 25 minutes from Summerlin, about 25 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. And we have this home that's been on the market for 10 days now, listed at $488,000. That's only $226 a square foot and 89123. The home built in 1996. 4 bedroom, 3 bath with this 3-car garage. So you get a lot of home for the price here. They've done a little bit of renovation inside, and we have some original things as well. Yeah, very clean lot here. Large gate going out to the right side. You have your gas meter there. Really nice curb appeal. With a little work, this home could be absolutely gorgeous in a central location here. But yeah, in the front yard, you only have just these shrubs with mock orange bushes and this big canary palm. So not much to take care of out of here. And we do have this covered entryway, Spanish tile roof. You have a little flag holder there if you want to fly a flag. Low HOA, only $20 a month here for the HOA. It's going to be land management. It comes with the Ring doorbell. Little arch window at the top, matches the arch window in the door. And we will step inside. Okay, as we walk in, you can see vaulted ceilings here on the first floor. So this is one of those homes where you essentially have a 2-story home, but you get the luxury of the single-story type roof on this half of the house. And then the other half, when we go up the stairs, will be where the bedrooms are at. Then you have this separate dining, living room area, super clean fireplace here, plantation shutters. We're gonna see on some of the windows. And these are actual wood plantation shutters. Plantation shutters come in wood or vinyl, these being the wood type. Wood is more expensive, it's a little more luxurious. However, the one issue with wood, if you're not careful, you can break these little lips right here, which we don't typically see on vinyl. So that's really going to be the only difference, but they look much nicer. These being off-white, you can repaint them white. Looks very nice. And this is going to be the fireplace area here. A 3-way gas fireplace. You can see it's very clean with the 10-inch white tile around it. On this floor, we have 14-inch rustic look tile that we're gonna see basically in these 2 areas right here. Wall separating from the dining room with the glass panels. Very easy to chop and add in a nice railing there if you wanted to do that. And this large wall to the right. And this home is very clean, built in 1996. And again, only $488,000. All of the appliances will be included with the home. And it's going to be the dining light here. And your designated dining room with the plantation shutters. This dining room is a good sized little dining room. It says 8 by 8, but I think that's incorrect. I'm going to guess 10 by 10. Looks a little bit bigger than 8 by 8, but that's okay. We'd rather have it larger than what they stated as opposed to smaller than what they've stated. And these plantation shutters, I don't know if you have seen how plantation shutters work, but essentially what these are made to do is to look like the plantation. Let's hope these stay put. So if these aren't aligned right, and these are, okay. So that's really the idea of the plantation shutters, to where you can open them up and then it just looks like shutters on each side of the window, and then you have all the glass there. So that's a really good sign that they are leveled, because essentially if they're not leveled perfectly, they'll start to kind of fade out or fall back in, and these stay perfectly flat with the window. So that's great to see. So a little plantation shutter tutorial. The other thing with the plantation shutters is there's a right way and wrong way to close them. You can see this little lip here, that always has to go first. And then you can see the opposite lip on this one that sits over it, so when they're closed, they're nice and flat. There you go. Plantation shutters, 101. Little ledge up there. And you do see the extra architecture with the glass in the panels, or in the walls, I should say, the glass panels in the wall. We have a little ledge up there as well. You could do some cool decoration, plants, whatever you like. And then, yeah, that huge wall is just waiting for some kind of artwork. So this is going to be your main living area down here, the living room, dining room. We have the family room off to the left, down a few stairs there. But we're going to head upstairs. The carpet looks to be very clean. However, it does need a little pull. So when you see carpet that has these ripples in it like this, typically you can have a carpet guy come out and pull it tight and just recut the end so it's nice and flat and looks like normal carpeting. And that's just up to you if you want to replace the carpet. It's fairly inexpensive. Or if you just want to have them come out and pull this, get a nice shampoo, clean on the carpet. I got a guy that does amazing work on carpets, so if you're looking to have some wonders worked on carpet, give me a call. The carpet guys pride themselves on being the best carpet guy out there to get it, you know, as close to new as possible. And this will bring us around to bedroom 1. All of these bedrooms, there's going to be 3 bedrooms on this side plus the primary. They're all going to be 11 by 11. It looks like some fresh paint in here, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see if we see any signs of life in this paint, but right now, the paint looks to be fairly fresh. No closet doors and no window coverings. We do have a single light. That's about a $15 light from Home Depot, maybe $25 now with inflation. But these are wired for and structurally sound for the ceiling fan. And then of course you have your half hot, which is going to be on this wall there. And your coaxial is going to be down here to the right. Tall ceilings upstairs, which is nice to see. So yeah, some work has been done on this home. They didn't flip it out completely, but they got it in good shape to sell. I like to see that. They did the important things, like paint. Big, bright, arched window looking out front here. 2,156 square feet. And again, that same light we saw in the other room, we're gonna see here again. So the doors and the closet doors and those plantation shutters are all in an off-white. You can see the difference there, or almost a very light cream color. So maybe the house was all that color, looks much better in white. You can see the plate there as well in that kind of same color. But yeah, the fresh paint job looks great. I'm deeming it a fresh paint job after seeing room number 2 here. It looks good. So yeah, 11 by 11 in here as well, wired for the ceiling fan. And that's going to be your bedroom number 2. Over to bedroom number 3, another front-facing bedroom here. Looks like they did replace the smoke detector or carbon monoxide detector there. Oh, it's both. Okay, perfect. And we have one here. I noticed the other room was missing one. And that's just going to be a smoke detector in the rooms. Again, freshly painted, no closet doors. It's very cool upstairs. The AC is blowing very cold, which is great to see. We do have these sunshades on the front windows. Outside they do look a little rough, but inside it definitely, the sun's basically shining in this window right now. And if these weren't here, this patch of carpet where I'm standing, if you just stood there, it would be noticeably warmer than the rest of the room. And it does heat up the house. So it is great to have the solar shades. Gives you some privacy. However, you have to deal with the look on the front of the house. And when they're clean and brand new, they don't look too bad, but you do look a little bit fortified and closed in when you have those solar shades. So it is up to you. I think on windows that it's very important to have them. Now over here, you could definitely just have some blinds, and I don't know that you need the solar shades necessarily. And you only have morning sun on the front of the home. We are facing east with this home. And yeah, we're about 20 to 25 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip. We have the Walmart Home Depot Shopping Center just minutes away here to the right, Eastern Avenue. And we're just off Spencer. So yeah, the paint looks great. This house for $488, I think seems very fair. Of course, we want to run comparables and find out what the other homes are going for in the area or have sold for. When you run comparables, it's not about what's for sale currently, a little bit, but not necessarily. It's more about what is sold. That's what the appraisers are looking at. Appraisers don't care what's in contract, because when a home's in contract, we only can see what the list price was. We don't know what it was actually, bought for or is going to close at. And there's negotiations during the transaction too that could affect the price. Appraisers only care about what has closed and sold. So yeah, if the neighbor has their homes, the same model for sale for $600,000, really has no bearing on this home whatsoever. However, when I list a home, I do want to see what the other homes for sale in the neighborhood are. And that's when it matters, because as a buyer, you're going to come out here and you're going to look at all the homes in the neighborhood. So we do have double sinks here, very clean shower tub combo. Everything's going to be original in here. This is an easy upgrade, although we do have some rust around it, which is interesting to see. It looks like they've just cleaned that a lot over the years, which would take the finish off and then rust it. It's pretty much the only way that's going to get wet. But hey, it's a rustic look. Some more of that tour humor. But yeah, fresh light bulbs there just really freshens up that rustic light. Yeah, they've painted the cabinets, kept the same hardware. I'm telling you, for the price, for the area, looks pretty decent to me. Then we do have a little linen storage area here. Looks like they did not paint this. They painted everything else. I don't see why they didn't just throw a paint coat on this. Looks like they did paint the doors though, so interesting choice. And maybe they don't paint this because if you paint this surface, it is an actual, whatever finish is on here doesn't look like it would necessarily take paint, so you'd probably have to sand it down, primer it, and paint it in order for it not to chip or peel. But it seems like a pretty easy project there that they could have done. But again, they didn't flip this out completely. They just, it's nice to see they put paint on the wall. So I'll take it. Not complaining about that at all. And that's going to bring us over into this primary bedroom. I closed the curtains, which essentially black out all of the light. If I have a few blinds, I'll leave them a little open, which will make the room a bit brighter. But if that was open right now, you would just see outside and wouldn't be able to see much of the room or the dimensions. But this is a very large primary for this size house, 18 by 16. So very cool. Let's see if we let a little light in here. to this room. Actually, I'm done facing that way, so let's see if that'll help out. There's actually solar shades on this window. I probably could have left those open initially. I don't think it affected the video much. Neighbors have a beautiful pool. This backyard's a blank slate for you. We'll be out there in just a moment. And then you can see they've replaced the flooring in this primary bathroom also. So yeah, great sized bedroom here. Oh, we have that same light again. So yeah, 4 ceiling fans, get those installed and you're in business. If you don't need a fan, then you have the light. Most bedrooms these days have a ceiling fan with the light in general. It's good to see that that is an option. So they've gone with the natural wood look laminate here. We have the corner tub. It's just a soaker tub. It is a very large tub with the bubble glass, arched window on top. And this corner glass enclosed shower. Seems to be very clean. Could use a little more cleaning. I always recommend getting a deep clean on the house before you move in. It's really gonna be your only opportunity, especially on a resale home that wasn't flipped. Even on a flip, you might wanna do it. Unless a lot of the times on those flips, they do have them professionally cleaned before they put them on the market. But it's really your only opportunity to clean this home with nothing in it and have access to everything. And I always suggest that. I mean, you're spending $488,000 on the home. Spend another $1,000 and have some people here all day just cleaning. Get the carpets clean, get the tile grout cleaned. Because yeah, it's your only opportunity. And if you're gonna paint the house on a resale, paint it before you move in. If you've painted a house while you live there, leave me a comment below. It's basically like moving. I got my whole house painted about, 5 years ago. And essentially it's like moving. You have to pull everything out of everything and move it away from the walls. And your house is really unusable for a few days. So you have an advantage when you buy a resale to get it painted right when you come in. Of course, this one was freshly painted. You could always take these doors off and have them painted outside. So not a real issue here, but just a general advice. If you're gonna paint a house, paint it before you move in. It will be cheaper, it'll be much easier on you. And we're gonna see that same thing here. I think they just over cleaned this light with some chemicals where they took the finish off the edges. And then when they continued to clean it, it kind of rusted it out. But another rustic look light. Double sink here with the undermount. And then they've painted the cabinets as well. They've added in a modern shelf here, towel rack, robe hook combo there. You can either drape the towels over this way or you can stack them on top there. Then you have these hooks as well. No door on this water closet with the ultra modern toilet paper holder. And a light probably from 1996, but that's okay. If you like it, just put some nice white bulbs in there. And then the toilet. So yeah, no door on that water closet here. And that's gonna be your primary bathroom. $488 for 2,156 square feet and 89123. Close proximity to everything over here. About 10 minutes from Green Valley Ranch and the Lee's Family Forum, which is where the Silver Knights play. If you aren't familiar with the Silver Knights, check them out. It's the minor league hockey team and it is a blast. It's about half the price or less than tickets to T-Mobile to see the Golden Knights. And it's just as exciting and maybe more so. They have all kinds of events going on. They do things in between periods. It's just an absolute blast and inexpensive time out here in Henderson, and it's fantastic. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you like hockey, look up the Silver Knights. It's an absolute pleasure to go over there to that arena. And it's about half the size of T-Mobile. Every seat is amazing. This is gonna be the family room here. We do have the steps down there. And this closet's gonna double as your pantry. There's not really a pantry space, but they have fitted this out. You could definitely add some more shelves in here and make this into a functional pantry, add a light in there. Because you'll see in the kitchen, there's not a ton of pantry space, but again, you're 2,156 square feet and you have all these different areas of the home. And this is a large room here. 20 by 12. Again, I argue it might be a little bigger than 12. I agree with the 20, but 12 seems a little shy. But hey, that's a good thing as well. We talked about that. That same light we're seeing, we are ready for a ceiling fan in here as well. But they just threw up some of those lights because whatever was here, this probably looks better than I would imagine. Extra wide slider. We have an 8-foot wide slider there with the vertical blinds. And then our second fireplace in this home. You get a whole lot for the money and for this size home. Like I said in the intro, I feel like it's bigger than the 2,156 square feet, but layout is everything. You could have a 1,500 square foot home and a 1,200 square foot home, and the 1,200 could feel bigger if it's laid out right, and the 1,500 isn't. So yeah, very, very large feeling house, great space. Great starter home if you're trying to get into Henderson, Las Vegas area. We're right on the border. And yeah, just a great price for this area and to get into a home like this. And then we're gonna have no mirror here, but a new light. And then you can just choose your own mirror, just throw it up there, really easy to do. Pedestal sink, toilet, new toilet paper roll here. Little blinds on the window, a couple hooks. So yeah, you can see they did some little touches. They spent some money to upgrade the house before they're selling it. Fresh paint again. And then got a little area here. You could do maybe a little fountain, a fish tank. Probably too small for a chair. But yeah, something could go there. Some decoration, a little storage, whatever you want to do. And that brings us over to this laundry room. So we kind of switch back and forth between this 14-inch rustic tile and this 10-inch white tile here, squares, and something like this. So you clean the grout on here, it's gonna look 1,000 times better. And that's kind of step one. Of course, you could always replace the tile, and you could definitely see the off-white or cream colored versus white here, but they did paint around it. Little fluorescent light. We have Kenmore top loader washer, the Kenmore 70 series, matching set washer dryer here. And the cabinets above that they've also painted. So yeah, they've done half of the work for you. And then we have a coat closet, storage area here, great for your vacuum, brooms. And then you could definitely use that closet under the stairs for just pantry storage. Yeah, awesome. Little bubble glass there behind. I really like this house, especially for the price. I mean, this is really, really cool. And then you also get the 3-car garage, which you rarely see on homes this size. And this is awesome. Like, I'm telling you, this home is not going to be here for long. Huge 3-car garage. Now I point this out in all the 3-car garages. We look at a few things. We look to see that they both have garage door openers, which they do. That's fantastic. You don't have a lot of room on either side, but again, it's a 3-car and you could definitely fit 3 large cars in here. It's definitely fitted to fit 3 large cars. There's no extra things in the garage taking up space. So you just have, you could fit 3 trucks in here, honestly. It's a great sized garage. Water heater over here, just minding its own business, not taking up too much space either, just what it needs. We have the water softener loop there, as well as the water shut off. That's the handle there. If it's parallel to the pipe, it's on. Flip it up to perpendicular to the pipe, it's off. And then we have the water pressure valve. This controls all the water pressure in your entire house, and that can be adjusted. Your inspector, or at least all the inspectors I use, will tell you exactly how much PSI you have going, what the average is, and if that needs to be adjusted or not. No signs of leaks. Now, if these things are leaking, you'll see it. They're covered in kind of a green corrosion type thing, and that one's just super clean there. And they did paint the garage too, which I love to see. I'm really liking this house, everyone. So far, so good. Cool, all right. So what do you think? If you're liking my tours, like my content, give me a quick thumbs up there at the bottom. Really helps my channel. And lets YouTube know you like my tours and you want to see more just like them. Obviously, the houses aren't all created equal, but I try to make the tours all pretty similar and similar style. And into this kitchen. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button at the bottom for you. It'll keep you updated on all of my videos, which I try to release a tour every single day. The only realtor in Las Vegas releasing a home tour every day of the week. And I thank you for subscribing. So again, looks like newer granite countertops. This refrigerator comes with the home. It's a white Samsung. Oh, which way does it open? There we go. I can figure out a refrigerator. White Samsung, feels to be pretty new. And it does come with the home, so you don't even have to buy a refrigerator. That's great to see. And I do want to point out no ice maker or water on that, but that's okay. And then white shaker cabinets, a shaker style. Kind of an interesting cabinet. It's a little bit shaker on the inside and then a little bit, it's got the rounded edges. With all black hardware, they've replaced a couple of the plugs there. That one being older and these two being new. Yeah, super clean granite. And then in a kitchen like this, white appliances do actually work. I mean, stainless would look great too, but the white actually works. We do have this cutout overhead, which is pretty cool too. Just design in the home. You do have the recessed lighting and they're all that very nice white LED, which I like to see. But yeah, if you see, we kind of have this fake like ceiling kind of situation here with just the bar across there and then open underneath. So yeah, very open, feeling pretty large on this kitchen here. And everything looks to be in good shape. They've painted the island blue and just a perfect little size island for this size home and kitchen. With some storage underneath, and then yeah, you can prep food there, whatever you need to do. Double basin stainless sink with the black faucet. A couple windows looking out with blinds, and there's plenty of counter space here. Again, this home feels much bigger than it would seem. Whirlpool dishwasher. Don't know if that's from '96 or not. It may be a touch newer. And then your slider going out. And you got plenty of room here for a little table with 4 chairs also. And that'll be kind of your breakfast nook, if you want to call it. Or you can leave it open. You have plenty of room down here for a little breakfast table as well. Or yeah, I mean, that's plenty wide there. Or then of course you have your dining room here. So a lot of options for how you want to set this up and where you want to eat at. And then this big slider going out back. Another ledge here. You do have a plug up there also. But yeah, I told you there's a few smoke detectors missing. Other than reaching that, it's a pretty easy install. And it looks like they're all wired into the home as well. Okay, let's take a look out back here. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. Thank you for being here. If you like my tours, like my content, give me a quick thumbs up at the bottom there. Thank you so much for that. So this is a pretty cool backyard. Yes, it needs some work. You're gonna have to come out here, do some trimming, but it's pretty much a blank slate. So you have this curvy little retaining wall that goes around. You have some beautiful Mexican fan palms there. You have a queen palm here. That's interesting. Maybe not even a queen palm. I'm not sure exactly what kind of palm that is. We can see it's not a queen palm because the trunk is different. It's kind of that white color. But yeah, that's kind of sticking up there. A big tree anchoring the back for shade. And then a few more fan palms on the right. So there's a lot out there. We do have this other slider here. So we have a double slider. And then this is painted concrete and stamped concrete, which could be refinished. And then you have this big kind of walkout patio staircase here. I think that's really cool. Do you guys like this or not? I mean, obviously the condition, it's a little worn. It needs, you know, you could epoxy that and it would look really nice. You can epoxy without the little flakes. So you could do the epoxy then just a gray or a darker color. You could do cool decking there. It absolutely fit a pool back here. And then we do have some planters as well here. So a couple planter boxes. Irrigation is really simple, so you could run irrigation all across this. We do have in-ground sprinklers also. And yeah, it needs some work out here. You have a faucet over here. This is really cool. This is a great house, everyone. For $488 and 89123, fantastic house. Air conditioner on the roof. We have it caged in so you don't get birds or animals in there, and that's great to see as well. And then we'll explore this side. So yeah, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you spending time today with me. So yeah, just that stamped concrete path out, double wide door there. Actually, I'm sorry. Well, it looks like you can open the whole thing, which would be great if you install a pool, but you can just open the one side as opposed to the other. One's fixed and one opens up. And then a block retaining wall. And it is fairly private back here as well. All right, that's it, everyone. I'm Andrew Guiant. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.